Welcome back.
What are you holding up for? Oh, you hadn't recorded?
I hit the record button and it just didn't start recording, and then I hit the button to stop it or to start it again after it was delayed a lot, and then it just flashed on and off real quick. But now I'm good. I'm recording. We're good. Hi, people.
Gotcha. Where are you at?
Coming through the portal. I mean, just through it, as in like,
whoop. Right. So yeah, this is pretty much done over here. So I want to work on that lottery we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should do it at spawn, actually.
So we can do that. I'm curious because you and Arcus, after I threw out there that dispensers do that the randomness for you, so it can be pretty easy. You and Arcus just started talking like you knew exactly what each other was thinking about this elaborate
so
dispenser
we want to
that
use
triggers like 9 other dispensers in some random way, and I don't know what you were talking about. I'll be honest.
Okay, I can explain that, but this is the finished setup of these boys. If you want to see it,
does he get poisoned? Like if you drop him down now, do they actually like?
Yeah, if I drop this boy down, the zombie comes after him. As you can see, he did.
Cool.
So yeah, I got this guy down to 1 for mending. This guy is not all the way down, but he has an efficiency 5.
You almost lost him when you did that.
Do what?
He's down to no emeralds, but 12 books.
No, it's the way they show it's wrong or weird. It's 1 emerald and 1 book.
Why did they just cross out?
I don't know why they cross out.
Mine says 32 with it being crossed out, and then 12 on the books.
Right, so it's not 12 books. It's 12 emeralds, 1 book.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Yeah, the way they display it is kind of confusing though, because it looks like the numbers with the book, right?
Right. And the one below it though. So do you have 1 and 1, or do you have 1 and 12 as well?
No, for me it's one emerald, 1 book to get mending.
Okay. So if
you repaired it,
does yours show a 32 cross out 1 then, or does it show?
I can't see because you're in him, but
sorry.
Yeah, 32. Because 32 is crossed out, then 1.
Interesting.
Same thing for the Riptide, or I can give him 1 ink sac for 1 emerald.
So you never really want to get rid of that guy.
Yeah,
for you at least. How do I get him to like me?
Same thing. You could drop him down, get the zombie to hit him, and then you could repair him, and then his price would go down for you.
Oh, but it would stay down for you, or would he then hate you for not protecting him?
No, it'd stay down for me too.
Oh, interesting.
Eventually, it'll go back up for me, and it would for you as well if you did this. So over time, he becomes less loyal to you, and you have to do it again. That's the reason why you kind of need to keep the zombie around, not just do it and be done.
Well, that's cool.
So let me explain what me and Arcus were talking about. You know how sorting systems work, right? Where you have...
They're just multiple hoppers, and it's just is based on being a downward system.
Right. So we want to do that. So basically, like, the flaw with your idea is...
I didn't get too elaborate on my idea, just that...
No, I mean, there's something... I guess flaw's not the right word, I guess. The reason why... the idea that Arcus and I had is slightly improved upon your idea, is that your idea would be a 1 and 9 from each hopper, right? So you're going to get one of these.
You could just throw a random tick generator that would trigger any number of hoppers.
Sure, but like that it's going to be one of these 9 items from said hopper, right? You know it's going to be one of, like, if it was 9 different colored dyes, it's going to be one of those dyes that come out of that hopper, right?
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yes.
So what we want to do is take it a step further, where you have that that dispenser that has the 9 dyes, let's just say, and then that goes into a series of, like, a sorting system that then triggers another dispenser. So, like, let's say you get yellow dye, it comes out, it goes down into the yellow dye slot, and that yellow dye slot triggers another dispenser with 9 items in it. So the item that you get is not a 1 in 9 chance, it's a 9 times 9 chance, so a 1 in 81 chance, basically.
Okay.
Just basically to increase the randomization of what item you're going to get, to try to make it harder to win the lottery.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does. I'm trying to think if to trigger a dispenser that somehow triggers a sorting system or goes through a sorting system.
Mm-hmm.
What does a sorting system have to do with anything? I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying that it'd be one of the 9 items that are in that hopper, and if I had like 3 different hoppers to represent, 27 items, each hopper when it triggers is only doing 1/9 or 1/3 of the item. So I get how that's not putting everything into the mix per se.
Yeah, it's just the whole purpose of what me and Arcus were changing it up to was to increase the randomness of what you're going to get out as the item to make it harder to predict when playing the lottery. So like the first dispenser.
Where did you go to?
I'm just kind of running around trying to figure out a good spot to put this in. You should be able to see me.
Yeah, I see now.
I'm thinking this flat area here might be okay.
Okay, whenever you build it, I will build a giant vintage beef statue right in front of it.
I almost died today in game.
Oh.
So my daughter wanted to put on a pet show, which ended up being very deadly. A lot of animals died in this pet show. It's unfortunate. So she's like, all right, all the people that are showing off pets should take off their armor, right? So you can see your skin and everything. So I took off my armor, and then she punches me, and her dog attacks me and got me. And it got me down to 1 heart before I could even react. They hit hard whenever you're not wearing any armor.
Did you have to kill her dog?
No, she sat it down before it killed me, but it was just really close, honestly. So we need dispensers, I guess.
Yeah. And so how many are you thinking before they go into a sorting system?
So each dispenser goes into a sorting system of 9 possibilities. I'm thinking 4. So instead of like a pick 6 or whatever, a pick 4 for the lottery.
Okay.
So each dispenser, so 4 for the top dispensers with, and then they can all have the same things in them. They can all have 9 different dye colors or whatever. That they all go into another set of 9. So 9, 18, 27, 36. So 40 dispensers is what we're talking.
Okay.
That's it. Is this making sense to you?
No, I don't understand where the sorting system fits in.
Okay. All right. I'm going to demonstrate it here. Just give me a second. Okay. So pretend this is vertical, but it's not. All right. Okay. So we have our first dispenser. That's what this is. It's a sticky piston, but use your imagination. This is our dispenser.
Full with 9 dies.
Filled with 9 dies. Correct. Okay. Then that, whenever we press a button, it comes out of there and it goes into a sorting system with 9 other dispensers. These are the other dispensers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right.
So
and each of these,
a whole hopper dispenser system that comes down here and sorts it just like in the old sorting system in the last world that you had built.
Right. So like this, let's say this one right here, this dispenser, it only gets triggered if green dye comes in.
Right.
This one only gets triggered if red dye. This one in purple, whatever.
I mean, in theory, it's gonna be. Gotta get rid of these. So it's got to go in a line. Visually, this needs to make sense here.
Well,
start at one side and go straight down, right?
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, and so each of these have 9 items in them that are these are the lottery items. These are the items that people are picking to win the lottery. So, let's say one of them is a pork chop, right? So this one's got 9 random items in it. Pork chop, steak,
so you're
whatever.
saying the dispensers are down below a little bit because we're pretending the hopper sorting thing is up top feeding into these dispensers. Okay, so you're saying that just triggers another dispenser in order to shoot out one of whatever 9 items are in it.
Right. So basically we're making this have this one dispenser with 9 dies in it is going to have a probability of giving us 1 out of 81 items.
Okay, I see what you're saying now, which would be the same thing as if we somehow had all of these dispensers hooked up to some random tick rate generator.
Yeah.
And the tick rate generator, literally, because what I was thinking was if you wanted more, you have a random tick rate generator or tick generator that is triggering these randomly. And we got to figure out how to do the random. But I've seen things that you can do there. They just basically dispense into a hopper set, and the first 3 or 4, however many items that you want to be in the contest are what comes out the bottom. Right. They can all go off numerous times, but the first 4 that make it in there are the 4 that win.
Sure. That would work too, but the redstone on that is way more complicated than doing it this way. To make a random number.
How is this going to be refilled automatically? Because
the thing is, I thought about that. I don't know that it needs to be.
Arcus did say that it was going to be refilled automatically.
Arcus did say that we could refill it automatically, and we probably can. Well, we could worry about that later. But you know what I was thinking? It's only 4 fucking items coming out, and they're going to be empty slots in these. It's not going to be hard to refill it manually.
But that's labor, man. Labor. That cuts into our 50% profit.
I mean,
pay someone to do it.
I don't mind refilling 4 slots, honestly. I think we can honestly do this whole thing pretty quickly and easily.
Yeah, I agree. If we set it up like this, we definitely can.
My next question is going to be how to run the lottery itself, because I want to figure out a way for them to buy tickets. And I mean, honestly, the best thing would be just if I wrote a website where they could do it through a website. But
credit cards.
Exactly. We're gonna just make this shit. We're gonna make a real lottery. Yeah, I mean, ideally, I think a website would be great, because then you could just feed in what the 4 items were, and it could tell you who the winners were and all of that shit, right? Man, these people are just dying to piglins.
I'm trying to remember if dispensers or droppers.
I don't actually know either.
Dispensers are the ones that need a bow, so they shoot things out, which is fine. They just cost a little bit more to make that I don't feel like doing right now, because it needs a lot more string. I was trying to remember how to make a dropper, because dispenser needs a bow.
Right.
Search. It doesn't want to show me how to make a dropper.
Dropper is the same as a furnace, except the bottom middle is a redstone dust instead of a stone.
Okay, I didn't bring any redstone with me. Do you have any redstone?
I also do not have any redstone. Let's see what's in this chest right here.
I haven't been caving yet, so I don't have any redstone.
I got some in the house. I didn't bring it though. Man, there's 3 workbenches you can see from right here.
I mean, you always gotta have a good workbench somewhere.
All right, I'll go back and get some redstone.
Okay, I'm gonna start. How? Ran over one of those.
Is it a dropper that's random? Is a dropper and dispenser the same?
I think they might both be random, but I'm trying to just save materials to make it instead of having to make a bunch of bows to make all these.
Yeah, we get bows from the witch farm if we really need to.
So wait, we don't need 40 of these things, do we?
Yes, because you need 4 of the base and then 9 below each.
Oh, we need 4 sets of what you just showed off.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha.
Which I guess technically you don't, but I want to again increase that.
It seems so overly complicated for what.
I wonder how many items there are, because that might be more items than there are. Well,
this way you could actually do 81 items total, and you could do a lottery that it has repeating numbers. It's not just like numbers in like a standard like Mega Millions, but more of like the daily 3 and daily 4, where you can get a ticket like anyway or straights or whatever, and you can order them straight, and that means it has to be like 134 versus 341, but it also could be 222. Could be what comes out.
Yeah.
So you could limit it to only having to be 81 items. You just have the same 81 items in each 4 set.
Right.
Or we could go with, 81 times 4. 300.
That's a lot of items, honestly, when you think about it.
24. Is that what it is?
How many items are even in the game? What did you say though? 81 times 4 is what we're looking at.
324.
Yeah, 324. How many items are in Minecraft? Let me look that up. How many We might be making this too hard to win. There's only 400 unique items in the game.
Yeah, I think we should do. I think
that
we
was
should do
2014.
81 then, and it's you can do.
I don't want. I think repeating numbers makes it even harder to win, though.
It could. But you could also have people. Depends on how you really want to do this. You could make there be odds, such as there is in the real lottery, of like what you win when you call a straight ticket versus an any.
See, that's a lot of too much math, too. Honestly,
But
I want to be.
not if you make a website.
I'm not going to make a website. I don't. I want it to be all in game. So what I was going to say next is the way we do lottery tickets is maybe we could limit it the number of buys that you can buy each time, and have like a board with item frames on it where you fill in your items for what your lottery is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well,
it needs to be something that's accountable, right? We can't so there's not cheating. So it needs to be like a thing that's kind of locked in.
Well, okay. Well, here's this then. If you don't want repeating items, you don't have to do the full 81 in each set. You can only put 4 items in that first dropper.
Why can't you only put 4 items in it?
You could only put 4 items in it, is what I'm saying.
Oh, but what happens if you trigger it? Can it trigger an empty spot?
No, but you only have 4 dispensers below. No, it can't trigger. It'll trigger, I think. Oh, we have to make one. When you get some redstone, we have to make one and find out. I don't think it triggers an empty spot. I think it will always trigger an item. And if that's the case, we're fine.
We just have to decide on the items so that it's, consistent.
Yeah, we put them in like a frame above it so you know exactly what items you can choose from.
And I wanted to build this here so that they couldn't meddle with it in any way. But we're going to have to put the board where they choose their lottery. We have to basically have a lottery store in Patronville or something where they buy their lottery tickets. And
isn't there something where you can interact with certain chests? Wasn't there certain things you could put down that people can interact with?
Golden pressure plates that you open doors and stuff.
You can't have it open like a chest or... Okay. Here, you got some redstone. Oh, you gave it to me.
You have the redstone.
Sorry. So we're going to start out with just one of these because in case it doesn't work. So if I go like this, put a button on it, and we're going to fill it up with, I put 3 pieces of cobble and 2 pieces of wood and 4 empty spots. So I'm going to hit it 5 times and make sure that it empties first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's empty. Now that could have been coincidence. I'm just gonna put 4. There's 4 things in there. 2 of them in their same spot. Yeah, so it always.
Yeah. Okay.
It will sure. So we could only put 4 things in there, and it only have 4 dispensers underneath if you don't want it to be the same that it can choose from. So, the first one only triggers 27 items versus 81.
Right.
So that's easy enough. And I did think this was random, right? So if I put wood, iron, shears, a minecart, and an arrow. So the order that they're in is wood, iron, shears, minecart, arrow.
All right, Trump.
Minecart, shears, wood. Yeah, so it's going, it's completely random.
Okay. All right. So this all works with that process.
But if you want this thing to trigger a system like you're talking about, that's why I didn't want to make everything yet. Do you need them to get into... Will a dropper dump... Oh, God damn it. Will a dropper dump into a hopper?
I don't know. It probably will if you surround it by blocks.
That's true. That's true. I'm hoping it will directly go in, because a dispenser might directly push into a hopper. It might be worth it then to go get a bunch of bows from the witch farm, like you said, and actually make it so it doesn't need to rely on, something being sucked up. So basically, we're looking at, will this fill that? Oops. Oh no, so it just goes right in. Where you
You're
at?
sure?
I'm doing it right now. Where you at?
So I was looking at this house at Beb's
Oh.
over here. I'd never seen it before.
And it doesn't even make a clicky sound anymore.
Oh, you just put it like straight in front of it, huh?
Yeah, yeah, and it dumps right into it without clicking, which is weird.
Huh.
So this is perfect, like easy.
Yeah, it is easy. Easy peasy.
So
Okay.
dispenser making it is. I don't have that much
Um,
cobble on me though. I need to go get more cobble.
do you know how to make the sorting system?
It's just a bunch. I know we need a bunch of hoppers. I know that much.
All right, I'll go get iron. I have a bunch of iron actually.
You got wood for chests.
Some. I don't know how to. I don't remember how the sorting system thing works
Damn it! I was
at
hoping you to
all.
remember.
Nope, I do not.
The top row always points in a direction,
Yeah, it's true.
and then underneath it is what has a specific number of items of that item type, filling all the slots. Remember, like 12 cobbles in the first slot, and then 4 cobbles in the next slots. Because then it can only suck in that, and then there's something with torches or redstone torches in the way that they trigger it on and off. Didn't you get like a full blown tutorial and remember it, everything about it?
I mean, you know, Brian showed me, and I've since forgotten, basically.
You only gave me 5 redstones, by the way.
Oh, I have more. I just broke a redstone block beside you. I'll come back. There was 400 items in the game in 2014, so there's definitely enough items because they've added a shitload of blocks since then. So if we wanted to make it super difficult, we can.
We could also make it expandable.
I mean, this way we're doing it kind of is expandable, and like it's easy to add another item to it. Like if we want to do 5 instead of 4.
And what you could do is we could fill it up and have it be at the ready for all those items. If we can collect them, but only set up that top dispenser with, you know, the first 4 hoppers worth that would be there. But you could be like, okay, we're in a special day. We're gonna do, you know, it's gonna be a special one. So it's all set up and easy to just do if we wanted to do it.
Yeah, we could start off easier to win and then make it harder with time as we basically kind of test it. Like it's just too easy sort of thing.
Okay, so now we have 15. Let's go find more cobble. Because in theory, we don't need 40 if we're only doing. So if we did 4.
Well, no, we still need 40.
Well, we need 40 if it's all filled out, but we're not going to start with 40, right? Because
I mean, we might as well build it.
Sure, I was just going to start getting proof.
I mean, I guess what we could start with is just 9 or 10. Yeah, 10.
Yeah. I just want to get it laid out.
Yeah, we just basically we need to build the 10 thing 4 times, really.
Which way do we want to face?
It doesn't matter.
So it'd be kind of
like I want to build a building for it eventually. Like we need to build this, but then we can make it look pretty after, basically.
Because we could either build it up here so you could see it all up here, or we could build it to, because we're kind of on a hill. It kind of goes a little too far. Where like
I kind of want to
the final answer comes out like a glass pane.
Yeah.
That's up here, and it looks like it's not really a big built-up thing in the world.
Yeah, I kind of want the item to come out in a display like a lottery. Like, you know, when you watch the lottery on television and they have the whole ball come up and it's a big deal. There's a woman standing there like Vanna White showing you her ball. That sort of thing.
A woman showing you her balls. Oh, we could do it. This would be interesting. That's kind of on a path, though.
Did you see the E3 article today? E3 put on an article, 25 games that women can play.
Ooh. Women play games?
It was so, like, what year is this? How are they this just like ignorant and to put something like this out? Like, and the list was so fucking stupid too. Like 13 was like Kim Kardashian's lifestyle or something like
Oh
that.
wow.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Solitaire was on there. Sudoku was on
It's
there.
gonna be
It's
like
like,
games for gay people.
yeah, might as well. Games that black people
Yeah,
play.
exactly. That's like yeah, it's a little out of touch with reality.
Yeah.
So good. You could what we could do is you
Mhm.
could build it kind of underground here, if you wanted to, and then have like build a dock to where the lottery was played and it displayed like right in the side of the mountain.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying it's a possibility that you could, and it would
Yeah.
look like it kind of fit in with the scenery as opposed to being something. Or we could just make it like its own big feature that we could put like build it up and put like shiny lights on and glowstone and make it that this is the lottery.
I kind of like that idea better.
Okay,
Whenever you were saying that first, I thought you were going to say you were going to do like a casino riverboat. And that kind of sounded cool too.
that actually would be pretty cool. You want to build a riverboat there and make it
We could.
on the
I don't know
river?
how good my boat building skills are, but yeah, casino riverboat does sound like a cool
I don't think we
idea.
want to hear that. I think we're on the other side of the bridge, so it's just some reality of it being able to actually like leave port.
Yeah, that the bridge would block us in technically, wouldn't it?
It looks like somebody's building all this in this area, though, huh?
No, this is all villager stuff. These are just walls that they were supposed to keep the villagers in, but
Oh,
they're all dead.
oh. You
But
could
yeah,
put
no,
like,
this we could put it right here.
yeah, definitely have the riverboat out there. So what we actually could
Actually, we have a
do,
dock right here. We could do it right here. Though that is Justin's build right there. Actually, I don't know. This is too close to Justin. Maybe not.
I mean, unless is he doing something for the scenery?
I don't think so. I don't know if he's even ever gonna play.
We could just build a platform out there, put the lottery on it, and ask somebody with more talents to build the boat around it.
Yeah, have Arcus build the boat.
I mean, I'm okay with that idea.
Okay. I hate this wall.
That you can't like jump over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do wish walls were not as wall like. That's a weird thing to say, but yeah, I need to get some more cobble. Yeah, we need to
Okay.
build.
Well, I think we've laid out a pretty good plan here. And next episode we'll actually start building, I guess.
You say that like sad, I guess.
I
I guess we'll build something in the next episode.
yeah. Yeah. Well, thanks for watching, everybody.
All right, guys. See ya.